So in this segment, this is 60 Plus Presents Then and Now. Where we take an artist's first album and compare it to their most recent release. So we're going to see if the artist has grown, have they stagnated, how did that first album age musically compared to now? What have they done with their most recent release? Whether good or bad, we'll review the album. So the first artist we're going to get into is Wale.
For Lauren.
His first album was titled Attention Deficit. His most recent one, Everything Is a Lot. Which one would you like to start? You want to start with Everything Is a Lot first, and then we'll go back to Attention Deficit?
Let's start with Everything Is a Lot.
So let's start with Everything Is a Lot. Released on November 14th. Mm-hmm. November 14th.
19 songs.
19 tracks on there. I'm going to get your viewpoints first. What do you think about Everything Is a Lot? Where do you rank it for this year?
Album of the year. I don't give a fuck. Album of the year, and I'll tell you why. Mm-hmm. To me, when I hear music, right, it hits me in a way where it's like I'm going to live with it or I'm not going to live with it, right? And out of everything that has dropped this year, and I listen to everything that has dropped this year, this is the album that as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I'm living with this album every day.
Right.
From the so I have a 4-listen system. Mm-hmm. So the first listen, I just listen to it just to kind of like a glaze over,
go through
right?
Right, go through it.
The second, I start listening to the production, song structure. Third listen, I'm listening to like the lyrics and what they're saying, and then the fourth listen, musicality in totality and how it really makes me feel, right? So from the second listen, I was already like, yeah, this is the greatest album that has came out this year. And I say that because the way that Wale puts together music and how he arranges music and how he picks his production and what he did with this album where he started harmonizing on his own hooks and more so singing and it was just like, to me, it felt just from everything that came out this year, and I hate to say it like this, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, I feel like everything this year was like trying to be so damn nostalgic that Wale, I said it in the video, is a perfect example of someone who is lyrically elite, but also understands how to make a record. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think this year, especially, with an exception of maybe the Clips album, people got so caught up in just being, I want to rap, I want to be the best rapper, and in that nostalgia bubble, that we lost musicianship this year. And I think Wale brought that back with this album. From like just the was that Survivor? Fuck, man. Mm-hmm.
Heavy record.
Talking about, having survivor's remorse and the hook is so like, so beautiful.
Ty Dolla $ign did his thing on that.
Yeah, well, anything that Ty does.
Like, hook-wise.
Yeah, bro.
Hook-wise, yeah.
Shit.
Hook-wise, he don't miss.
Yeah,
he don't miss.
Yeah, fucking incredible. With Blanco is such an incredible record. Power, was that Power and
Power and Problems.
Power and Problems.
Amazing record.
Bro, that hit me in a very personal way, because he's talking about how like solitude is his love language, and like his problem is he don't need no one.
But that's also the power too.
Yeah,
that I don't need.
So like So like to me that hit me because that's kind of where I am in life. Mm-hmm. That intro.
Yeah, Conundrum is fire,
bro.
Conundrum is fire.
Belly to me, rap song of the year, rap single of the year. Because, you got singles, and Belly is kind of like the single. I mean,
not single. Technically, not a technical single. The single is City on Fire.
The
first single was Blanco, which is a terrible choice for a single. But that was the first one.
I like Blanco because he's talking about how, about his addiction to...
It's better in the flow of the album.
Yes.
That literally was the first record that they put out.
Corner Bottle is such a great song.
Corner Bottle is dope. The second single was Where to Start. Where to Start to me is an amazing record, and that should have been the first single. to me where to start.
I think Belly is just a standout.
Yeah, Belly's just a great record. It's a great record. I think it will get a video, maybe, but I think one of the Nigerian records probably will. Probably Big Head.
Big Head is fire too.
Yeah, probably Big Head.
Big Head is so fire.
Big Head is
it's
crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? It gives you that party vibe, you know? Just all around, man. He touches so many different genres of music. He's rapping at an elite level throughout the entire album. Now, technically, from a musician standpoint, I like the tonality in his voice. It almost sounds tired. Like he's over it.
Well, it fits the tone of the album.
Like like when he's rapping, it almost sounds like he's just tired. But it works.
It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to. It fits what the album is
Everything
about.
is a lot. He's like overwhelmed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think by design, he sounds that way.
So a 1 out of 10, what would you give it?
10 being a classic.
Yeah.
1 being obviously trash.
Trash. Basura.
I want to start, if we're going to do this and we're going to do these ratings, I want to be very, very serious about these ratings.
Or the 5 mic easier? Is 5 mics easier?
No, I like 1 through 10.
Okay, so
you really, I would give this a 8.125.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So 8.1. Okay. So for me, Wale is a top 5 rapper for me all time.
He's in my top 10.
I have 2 top 5 lists. I have a non-biased list and a biased list. Okay. In my biased list, he is in my top 5. If I be non-biased, you got J, you got M.
You got the generics.
Right. But you can't argue
You
against
can't argue, though.
Right. So that's why I said that's the non-biased.
I like that.
But
I'm going to make a list like that, by non-biased and we should do that.
Yeah, non-biased, but biased, Wale is in my top 5. All just time. Me personally. So when I heard this album, especially hearing the singles first from Blanco to Where to Start, The City on Fire, those are your 3 singles. And I'm like, all right, Wale kills the R&B record. That's his thing.
That's his bag.
Him with an R&B artist, you are going to get a fire record. Going back to Jeremiah, going back to Usher, Tiara Thomas. It don't matter who you get, Rihanna.
Miguel.
You're going to get a good record out of it some way, somehow.
Agreed.
So when I seen the track list features, I'm like, okay, yeah, these is all smashes. I'm not worried about that. That Leon Thomas record has to be the next single. It has to be. The run that Leon Thomas is on is out of this mind. What he did with that track, took it to another level. But then Wale,
his voice is fucking.
It's amazing. Great. It's amazing. It's amazing. That Def Jam. Please make that the next single. You already messed up making Blanco the lead single. And I think that
I love Blanco, but I get what you're saying. It's better within in the flow of the album.
Right. Like if Blanco started that album off, you would be like, all right, this is cool. But
I like the Conundrum started the album.
No. I'm just saying, as that being the first song you heard from the album, you would be like, all right, this is a cool.
Wale's doing the sing-songy shit?
Right.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, it's a cool record, but it ain't that.
I get what you mean.
So Watching Us has to be the next single. There was a few features I wish was on this album that probably wasn't. So
I wanted to hear Rick Ross on the
Michael Fredo.
Yeah.
See,
that sounded like a Rick Ross record.
And I think Ross was the generic answer because it did sound like an MMG sound.
It sounded like a God Forgives I Don't type of record.
I wanted Big Crit or Big X the Plug on that record.
Ooh, I like that.
I think
Big X the Plug would have sounded crazy.
I think Big X the Plug would have caught that flow.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Because when I hear that the beat and I hear that how Wale is flowing on it, automatically I'm like, that's Ross adjacent.
And I think that's the natural because they was next to each other. Yeah. So to me that fits. With Tomorrow Today. Especially because
Tomorrow
fire record,
so fire, bro.
But because he just did the drop of his Nike boots in DC, and he has
about fucking time,
and they gave him the trash boots. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. I don't have time for it. But anyway,
he came out. That's how I first learned the Wale because of the ACG.
That's right, Nike boots. Anyway, when it came to that song, especially because they put Smino in the commercial for the debut of the Boots, I'm like, okay, Smino got to be on this album. And Tomorrow Today is the record for Smino.
Okay, I can see that.
I would like to hear Smino even do a freestyle over that
the
beat.
Okay.
Because when Smino gets in his sing-songy bag and he start rapping and going, I think them two would have did something really, really great on that one.
I think Wale was keeping the features at a minimum in this.
They're all singing features.
Yeah.
They're all singing
and he was even singing on his own hooks.
Exactly. He had Phil Ade on the album, and Ade is doing background vocals on his album. And Ade writes for everybody.
And I think that's like a thing right now. Like a lot of these artists are like not trying to do too many features. They're not trying to put too many features on their albums.
You gotta pay the money for it. Someone got paid.
The budgets aren't there.
Exactly.
The budgets
are definitely not
Jam
there
again.
Right now. Ain't no budget for Wale.
The budgets are not there right now to pay for features.
Exactly.
But I feel like overall execution of the album was great. I think the sequencing was good, really, really good. I think starting the album out with Conundrum was great. I think overall the song, like what he was talking about, was very female oriented.
Yeah.
But I think that's where he is in life.
It's what he's been through. I think on Watching Us, he talks about it like, hey, I wanted to go public with you, but
and like I don't know who he's talking about. Do you know who he's talking about? But it's somebody that's also famous. Because he says you're famous and I'm famous, so what?
I have an idea. I think it's another singer. I don't know who it is, but I think it's another.
Because it's somebody that's famous. He says it in the song.
It's another singer. I just can't remember who it was. He talked about it with Joe when he was on Joe Budden joint. They like briefly. Like Joe kind of mentioned it, and Wale was like, "Hey man, move on, don't." It was one of them kind of.
He don't want to talk about it. I get it, but it's very female oriented. But that's Wale's bag. Yeah, if you know Wale, that's where he shines. I do appreciate Blanco, talking about alcoholism and and just the things
being depressed from that. Yeah,
being depressed from that. I just feel like this album just being. And I'm not because we're gonna get to his first album, but I just think this album being where it's at within all the albums that came out this year is just musically, to me, the best album.
I think it is definitely the best produced album this year.
It's
sonically,
and you say that produced album. I think it's as well produced as the Killer Mike album that
won a Grammy for. Yes, he won a Grammy for. I don't disagree with that at all. It's
like you could tell if you hear both albums, you can tell that they put effort into making the music.
Even the songs that he picked to flip Maxwell's Pretty Wings. Like that's not even coming up on most people's radar or flipping the SWV song I'm So Into You.
Fuck.
To flip that for Where to Start is super fire. The only records on this album that I'm like, all right, I don't need is the Shabuzi joint.
We had the conversation about the scene, and I like the record, and you don't like it. I liked it.
It's nice to have the name Shabuzi on the album.
I don't give a fuck about Shabuzi. I think the record itself, like,
I didn't need it. I didn't need it, especially compared to what the rest of the album sounded like. That one country sounding song, it was like
that's what back to what we was talking about how like country.
Right, it's hip hop now for the most part. But that
we all gonna need that country record.
And Wale, you ain't need that one. But the other one was the first Nigerian record, Stay Fly or whatever. Stay something.
I know what you mean.
That one I didn't need. Like compared to Big Head and stuff like that.
Yeah, Big Head is definitely the standout Nigerian
that record. and Mirror and a Benz. Mirror and a Benz.
I did not like that song.
See, that song to me is classic Wale, throwback Wale. That is a mixtape Wale record.
I did not like that song. I think that's like out of all of the songs, that was my only skip.
So that was your skip. For me, that's one of my favorite. Right, he gets in his introspective bag so much on that song.
I like what like the topic of the record. I get it. The Mirror and the Benz and all that. I don't know. Sonically, to me, it didn't do it for me. Sonically, just sonically. And I'm very big on Sonics. You know what I'm saying? So like sonically to me, it was just like
I like,
especially coming from like Belly and like you know what I mean? Like
I like this album. I give it probably about a 7.5 or 8 around there.
We're in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
We're in the same ballpark.
I just can't call an album of the year in a week. I don't think that's enough time.
I mean, I get that. I get that. I'm not mad at anybody that calls me crazy for saying that.
We haven't lived with it yet.
I've lived with it though.
That's no.
I've been playing that album since Friday.
That's cool.
And where was today? Sunday?
That's not enough time. I don't care how many times you played it.
I'm talking about repeat.
I'm with you. That's not enough time. Well, you got to have some time go by where you leave the album alone and you come back to it and be like, all right, you know what?
Let your ears rest. I get you.
That's
I just
for me.
feel like because I've listened to everything that's come out this year, nothing has made me feel like that album.
For me, when hearing it for the first time, I felt like that for Chance's album, Clips, and Mick Jenkins. Those are the three that I got the same feeling.
Chance's album, I'll give you.
Chance's album was super deep, and you have no choice but to go back to listen to Chance's album because there's so much stuff.
But again, feeling wise, just overall, like I could take a shower to this album. I could clean the crib to this album. I could study to this album. That's what I feel like with this body of work.
Everything is a lot.
Everything is a lot.
We will see how it continues to age.
Hopefully, I want this to hit the Billboard charts. I want
you put Watching Us as a damn single, you will get it on the Billboard charts. Please.
I want this album. I want this album, and I hate to say it like I'm banking on this, but like this album, because it's so musically incredible, and I feel like it checks so many boxes musically, like commercially, introspectively, production-wise, that I feel like if this doesn't chart or it doesn't get the recognition it deserves, I feel like we're in real trouble.
If it wasn't Wale, I would agree with you.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that because it's Wale. Okay.
J. Cole put this album out like this and it ain't do nothing, I would be worried. Because it's Wale.
See, you know what it is? In my mind, I'm still thinking like Wale is one of the big three. Because at one point he was.
Right. And it's been what, 15 years?
Yeah, and this is his first project in 4 years.
Right. So his is one of those where if it doesn't chart, I'm not 100% upset.
Because it's so good it should.
But you know how many of his albums before that?
Yeah.
Where you could be like, hey, this should have been here. This could have been there. The album itself is good.
That's a whole nother conversation of why Wale ain't where Wale's supposed to be and then his own detriment and his attitude.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. A lot of stuff. So we go.
He is his own worst
enemy sometimes.
Yeah.
And that goes back to his first album, Attention Deficit. Dropped in 2009.
I haven't heard that album in years, and we just went back to it.
We went back and listened to it. Going back, that lead single was Chillin' with Lady Gaga.
Hate that fucking song, bro.
That
song is so trash, bro.
Well, he's on Interscope at the time, which is how you get that connection.
Of course, yeah. I can't stand that record, bro. I heard it today.
That song didn't age well.
Oh, man, it aged like already spoiled milk,
when
bro.
When it came out, it was a dope record, but it didn't age well. And when you look back on it, MIA should have been on that record, not Lady Gaga.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
MIA
what would MIA sound like on that record?
Looking at keep the hook exactly the same, but MIA looking at
her rich voice on it.
I think it ages completely different.
Because it's just like the MIA record,
right? But then after that, it's similar sounding,
similar bop.
But then after that record, you get Pretty Girls. That's your second single with Gucci. That caught a little fire. Pretty Girls is a dope record.
That's a good record.
Yeah, it's a dope record.
Again, once Gucci comes on, I kind of check out. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Man has never been my cup of tea and shit like that. He's a legend in his own right, and he's done incredible things for down south hip hop and hip hop in general. So I'm not shitting on Gucci. Just personally, my taste in music. As soon as he comes on the record, any record. I think the only song that I ever liked is when he was in Steady Mobbin' that he went crazy.
Lemons too. Lemons was fire, bro.
But okay. But what I'm saying is usually when I hear a Gucci Man,
you like,
verse, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. But at that time in 2009, Gucci is a big name to have.
On fire.
And that's one thing with Wale. He's always kept a good feature, a big, not even a big name, but just a really good, solid feature on his album. Even when you go back to that first album, at the time, K9, people forget about K9, the Somali dude.
Mhm.
He was very popular worldwide, rap-wise. So when you get a song like TV and the radio and they going back and forth and they really spit.
That song is so fire, bro.
Spitting
I
bars.
love. I have my standouts here, and I think TV and let me see if TV and the radio is on that.
TV and the radio.
It's not on here, but I know
that
TV
record
and the radio was fire.
Beautiful Bliss with J. Cole. That's one of J.
I have it. Beautiful. Bro, that Cole verse?
Oh, that's one of his best verses ever, personally.
Son, he said, what he said? He said, I'm sitting with Hove and I hope that he passed the baton like he passed the Patron.
Mm-hmm. But he only passed the Patron.
Yeah.
But he only passed the Patron. Yep. Killed that.
Bro, and I mean, J. Cole, even though, we said what we said on episode 1.
Rap.
He could rap his ass off, and he bats 1,000 when it comes to features.
Rarely misses on his features.
He bats 1,000 when it comes to features.
And Wale on that track, I find it funny a little bit because
J. Cole fucked him up on that.
Yeah, no, he definitely gets them. That the third. But
you're
verse,
hard pressed to ever find a feature that J. Cole doesn't.
Yeah,
fuck somebody.
The third verse from Wale was cool, where he did the whole capital raise the money, all that. That was cool, but I found funny at the end of that record, he's trying to sing with Melanie Fiona. And at the end of that record, he's like, fuck it, I can't sing, man. Just let it go. But you fast forward to now.
Exactly.
And his whole album is almost
him singing.
It's him singing.
Yep.
So to hear that from back in 2009 to where he is now, I think is super dope.
I like that.
And then one of the other things that I thought was really fire from Attention Deficit is back in 2009, he had the African songs on there. My Sweetie
yes.
is a Nigerian.
But he's always done that, and I really appreciate that.
Him sticking to his roots.
I appreciate that.
So when you have people like, oh, nah, he just trying to do it for the wave.
He always shows the go-go, the go-go influence as well, like from DC and stuff, like the DMV sound. And you got to appreciate that from somebody that's from there. And stays true to his roots.
But does it every album? Every album. And even on Attention Deficit, I think this might be the first one that everything is a lot. On Attention Deficit, a song like Shades, where he's talking about colorism. And,
the colorism. That's one of my favorite songs. Shades. Yep, I have Shades.
With Chris and Michelle.
I love that song.
Amazing record.
I love that song.
Deep, introspective. And
one of the other deep introspective 90210.
90210.
Talking about how like
Beverly
Hills and
yes.
just how women go through like bulimia and just that pressure of being beautiful and what that had, or songs like Prescription. In 2009, where the opium epidemic wasn't the opiate epidemic wasn't even as like how it is now.
Like it is now with the fentanyl.
You know what I mean? Like nowadays.
That was Molly era. 09 was Molly era. That
so
was
like
people
back then, for him
Molly's.
to talk about prescription drugs and that the effect that prescription drugs was having in the community back then shows foresight.
And that to end your album.
Facts.
That ended that album. That's the crazy part. So it's one of those where Wale, you've seen throughout the years, he's staying true to being introspective, talking about things that actually matter to him.
I think Wale, and I've said this many times in conversations, Wale is in hip hop is one of our greatest artists.
Severely underappreciated
and underappreciated
for what he has done. This is 15 years of a run.
2009 to 2025. Dude.
And that's not counting the mixtape stuff.
Has he won a Grammy?
No. Oh, I say yeah. For Lotus Flower Bomb. I want to say best rap performance, like our rap sing song. Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure though.
Ambition should have won a fucking Grammy.
Wale. What year did Ambition come out?
2012?
Okay, no, probably not. Cause that is what albums I gotta look into.
2012 is like Kid Mad City.
He was nominated 2013 for best rap song for Lotus Flower Bomb. That's it. Only one nominee. And see, this goes back to Def Jam again, with Everything Is a Lot. This album isn't considered for the upcoming Grammys. It's for the next one. That album will be out of sight and out of mind by the time that next Grammy selection process rolls around. So this is another album from Wale that's gonna go.
Hopefully they keep pushing singles and keep bringing, because I think every song on that album could be a single.
Easily.
Honestly.
Easily.
I think they can push almost any record on that album. It could be a single. Now my question to you: has Wale grown, or has he stayed stagnant?
he has 100% grown, in my opinion. When you go to the singing aspect, the fact that the being introspective has grown so much for him. Because when you do listen to Attention Deficit, it's maybe 2-3 songs where he's talking about himself.
He's talking about broader
right
topics
right.
instead of
like Shades is about everybody.
Yeah, it's broader.
Everything is a lot. This is him.
All him.
This is him.
It's everything within him.
I'm
and
letting
even
this
in
out.
like I said, the tonality of his voice, it sounds like he's tired.
And that's another thing that he improved on, conveying emotion, like you said, just through the tone of your voice. That goes a long way. And I think
because in 88 in Attention Deficit, you could tell like he has that youthful energy, and he's more shouting in the way that he raps.
And it's him.
And in this one, he's just more on like talking and just like more reserved, but it works.
And in 09, I think it's him trying to show, hey, I am good. I'm great.
Like I was talking about how like he tonality wise, he sounded like Lupe to me a lot. You know what I mean? Like he gave me Lupe vibes, you know? And you could tell just, again, the youthfulness in his voice during that time, but in just everything is a lot. Like just the maturity.
Exactly.
And everything. From the production,
everything
from the
changes.
Introspection, just being so honest in what he's saying. I think, I agree with you. I think he's grown so much.
So, and I hope that, and I've started to see it online already, where people are like, wow, this album is great. I'm keep playing it. Like you said, I'm gonna keep running this back. I'm running it back. I'm not gonna stop running this back. And it's dope that he's finally seeing the love and recognition
that he deserves, that he's always deserved.
And that he's always yearned for. He's always yearned to be accepted and to be loved by hip hop.
He's been so misunderstood his whole career.
Exactly.
Bro.
And it shows in a song like Survive. When you hear, he's like, hey, I covered my face on my third my last album on the Falarin joint. He's like, because I was crying. I was going through shit. I was hurt out here. And I think he is a misunderstood person, but one of those where you can't deny how good he is lyrically, how good he can make a song, and how good he does promote himself. Wale week in DC this week was awesome. He was a principal at a school, held the free concert, gave out shoes. So it's like, what more can he do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's very misunderstood. And maybe a lot of that could be self-inflicted because, again, we're artists, and I'm a very arty artist, so I understand like we can be very eccentric and in our feelings,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because our art comes from emotion. So I get that, but at the same time, just the bodies of work that he's provided us.
17 projects total,
and all
17.
Great. I don't think he's dropped a dud ever, musically.
The only 2 that I can say I'm not the biggest fans of.
He's gonna DM you if you say so.
Oh no, it's cool. Listen, it's all love. Wale, you know it's all love on this side. We done bigged you up the whole episode.
we gotta hit you with something.
A little bit of hate. I'm not the biggest fan of Summers on Sunset or the Free Lunch mixtape. Those are the 2 for me. But if you 15 out of 17,
you still that's a good batting average. And you got a classic with Ambition. Ambition to me is a classic.
I think Album About Nothing is too. I think he has. I think he
Album About Nothing is, bro. To have Jerry Seinfeld on your album,
on the entire album,
I've always, and maybe I can speak this into existence from the Album About Nothing. How like Wale had Jerry Seinfeld narrating his album. I always thought like, damn, I would want to do an album like that with. I don't know if you know who John Leguizamo is.
Yeah, John
Leguizamo's from Jackson Heights, Queens. I'm from Jackson Heights, Queens. So I always like, damn, I would love to get an album in the same space of like Album About Nothing and have John Leguizamo, me doing an album about Jackson Heights, Queens, and have John Leguizamo narrate.
And see, and Wale did that organically. The mixtape About Nothing is based on the Seinfeld show and him just putting clips from the show and comparing it with the songs and stuff like that. It's a natural thing. That's just him organically. And eventually it led to Seinfeld being on your entire album, giving monologues the whole way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Johnny Legs, holla at me, man. Come on, let's do
it. Let's make it happen. Peace, be good.
But no, definitely. But if you guys are watching this, Go listen to Wale's entire discography. It's incredible. It would be a treat. If you've never heard a Wale album, I don't know why you even fucking in hip hop or listen.
Well, you see, this might be their introduction.
Okay.
So you know what?
Right.
We're going to be nice. If this is your introduction, just listen to the LPs. You don't even got to do mixtapes.
No mixtapes.
Just go start from attention deficit and work your way up.
I'm telling you, you will be. It's an incredible body of work. Shout out to Wale. Thank you for the body of work that you've given us up till now.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what this album does and what your future projects are. I am a great supporter of you. I think you're one of the greatest artists that we've had in hip hop. And thank you for the great music that you've given us so far, bro.
I concur with every single thing he just said. Hopefully you can see this Wale to show that, hey, people really rock with you. We enjoy your music. We enjoy what you do sneaker-wise. We enjoy it.
Facts.
We need it. Please keep going. And if this is the last project, thank you. You gave us 15 years of amazing music that you didn't have to do. Word. So just thank you. Thank you for being a dope artist. If you do continue to make music, please continue to grow. Keep wrapping circles around these niggas, please. Because we need it in hip hop.
You wrap circles around these guys, bro.
Prop circles, literally. So we need this. But again, thank you, Wale. We appreciate you.
And this is the 60 Plus Podcast.
We present Then and Now. Peace.